Disclaimer! The first 7 minutes of this video are pure chaos. If you want to skip them and just watch a tour, that is completely understandable. Have a nice day!
Hello everyone, welcome to a video that's gonna take me a very long time to record, I believe. I'm gonna reorganize my bookshelves. I will first give you a quick little tour of how it looks now, and then you can see that it's a mess. Then I'll shut off the camera, reorganize them, and then I'll give a bookshelf tour after I reorganize them. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So here we have, so as you can see, those are the Stephen King books. They're still on the floor. The DVDs, this is the book haul I did. So I haven't put them all in my shelf yet. I hope the lighting is okay because it's getting dark outside. So here we have the shelf I stand or sit in front when I record. And then we have a shelf over there. We have the guitar, another shelf, and this is a shelf with a lot of movies. Too much, actually. They're not all mine though, so anyway, the books are all mine. And yeah, I'll stop rambling because this will take long enough as it is. I'll start here. So we have a lot of Stephen King books. There are other books behind this, as you can see. This might be a messy video, but yeah, that's as it is. That's my shelf. And then we have a random Moby Dick copy, but that's here as these because it doesn't actually fit anywhere here in my shelf. So here the doors, I showed them quickly in another video, I forgot which one. We have all different kinds of books. We have medical related books because I studied that. So we have things like books on multiple sclerosis and things like that. That's what I studied. And then we have things about cars. Yeah. We have things on animals. We have my box from my Kindle. And then when we go up, we have like Dutch, not really mass market paperbacks, but they're the same format anyway. That's all from Stephen King. Comics. We have Zuko and Aang. It is in English, then these are all in Dutch. Like this. But then again, I have a lot in English now, so I don't know how I will organize it because I don't want to get rid of my pretty copies like this one, because I really like this cover. And then we have some TV shows. We have some English mass market paperbacks from King, the Funko Pop from King, and then we have my old chessboards. And then we have a shelf with a bit of everything. Well, my boxing gloves, those shouldn't be here. My guitar, one of them anyway. We have a whole shelf of Andy McNab, who I read as when I was a bit younger, but now I'm not really interested in those kind of stories. It's like war stories, and who belong to my dad. Look at this. I found this in a thrift shop for 50 cents. This is worth like 140 euros or something like that, more or less, because it's complete in box with the manual and everything. We have a pile of Stephen King books, hardcover classics and a bit more special editions. This is all Jules Verne's. Then we have the books I bought recently. Behind that are all classics. I know it's a mess, I know, but this is a video where I get rid of the mess. These are all like non-fiction philosophy books. Here we have some mass market English books. Here we have another couple of English books with my crocodiles. I also got from my grandpa. Colosseum I got myself in Italy. My favorite croco. And then here is sci-fi and fantasy. That's a drawing I got from my little brother. Tolkien collection. Yeah, just a bunch of mess. Avatar. Planet of the Apes, Lord of the Rings on Blu-rays, and a lot of movies. That was pretty much it. I'll now turn on the camera, start taking the books out, and maybe record something in between. Not sure yet how I'm gonna do it. And then reorganize everything, and then do the full bookshelf tour where I show you, well, not every book, but most of the books. So yeah, I'll see you in a second, I guess.
Okay, so I'm in a bit of a dilemma right now. Look, this is where I am right now. But now I'm thinking of, should I put all the King books there, or should it put in a black one? I think like that doesn't look pretty. It makes more sense if I put these here. Well, so I don't know what to do. Decks are ready. So these two are gonna go. Oh, my mic isn't plugged in right now. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I'm busy. Busy. I don't know what to do. Okay, see you in a bit. But it's 10 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna continue tomorrow. The floor is a mess. There are books everywhere. These are quick peek. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye-bye.
Okay, so it's the next day and I think I'm finished. I might change my mind on a few things later. But I think it's kinda good as it is. And yeah, now I shall give the tour. Okay, so first, these are all the books I'm getting rid of. I'm not gonna go through them. They're either just Dutch versions that I'm probably never gonna get to, or like double ones like this one. I have that twice, or like Dutch versions of King's books that I now have in English, etc. So yeah, maybe a quick overall look. So this is like the bookshelf corner. I know it's still a bit messy, isn't it? But I just don't like those, what's it called, bookshelves. I'm sorry. Okay. So, first, let me change the light. Okay, the lighting is better this time, right? Okay, so here we have some Tolkien. I really like these versions. I'll show you one. The Hobbit. This is like a Tolkien the Mentor. Yeah, some other versions. I really like this version too. It's a very cute cover, I think. Yeah. And then we'll go, that's just a bunch of comics, like some old school ones. Like this is a Belgian one, if you want to see the arts. I really like these as a kid. And then some DCs is in there too. And then here we have another Tolkien shelf. We have the Lord of the Rings trilogy in this nice edition. We have the Silmarillion in English. It's pretty hard to find here, this one, especially in hardcover. Yeah, that's a good one. And then the Hobbit, and then all different kind of versions of Lord of the Rings. Might get rid of those actually, because they're not the most pretty things out there. And then another like hardcover, all in one. And then we go over here. It's another box. This one I found used in a garage sale, and I haven't seen it anywhere else ever. So I don't know if it's something rare or something, but it's like the whole trilogy in 6 parts. The movie cover of the book, don't really like that one. David Eddings trilogy, Brandon Sanderson Mistborn trilogy. Can't wait to get my copy back. Oh yeah, I can show this. So these are like knives. I'll put that aside. And we have some Avatar comics, Dies of Fire, American Gods, 3 of the Game of Thrones series books, but not in order. Then we have Narnia, and like these cute versions. We have the first book in the Witcher series and the first book in the Chimbucher. No, not Chimbucher. What's it called again? Dresden Files. So that's the first one. I haven't read that one yet. It's gonna be either this month or next month. And then we go over here. It's just some regular fiction. A man called Ove. Sarah fell from grace with the sea. This one is high on the list too, from TBR. I just got that one. Yeah, these I don't know what to do with these, so I put them like that. Murakami Kafka on the Shore, Mark Hannon Red House, Best of Me, by Nicholas Sparks, Murakami Short Stories, Life of Pi, High Mountains of Portugal. If anyone read this, let me know if it was any good, because I like Life of Pi, but I haven't read that one. It's from the same author. Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close, Rapids, and A Dog of Flanders. This is like classic. If you haven't read this one, look it up. Then we go over here. We have some classics, and this version because it didn't fit anywhere else. It's like a deluxe illustrated edition of the Da Vinci Code. I've never actually read this book, the Da Vinci Code, but it's like it's very. Oh! Holy shit, my heart. It's like a very pretty edition with pictures all through the book. Look. Yeah, it's. I'm very proud of this one. I found it in a thrift store. Holy shit. My heart. It's very heavy too, if you can. Sorry, I can't tell. These are like very old copies of books. Robinson Crusoe, Kiki from Ernest Claus, and a book on Henry Conscience. Alice in Wonderland, a version of Moby Dick, Firmin, which is like an homage to classic literature, but a story about it. It's a very cute cover too. We have a collection of Thomas Hardy novels, complete collection of Sherlock Holmes, in a cover I really like with this purple. Yeah, behind that are some other books that I'm probably not gonna read. So, we have a book on Chinese legends. This one's from 1925, I believe. Yeah, I like to collect old books whenever I find ones. Yeah, 1934. And we have Charles Dickens, Copperfield, not a second part, but I don't have the first one. Then The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I really love this cover. I've shown this earlier, just the medical books and stuff. Another copy of Moby Dick, which I'm really proud of. It's a copy of 1925, and it has, I'm gonna be more careful this time. It has like hand-drawn pictures all over the book. So, yeah, I'm very proud of that one. And then we have a whole Jules Verne collection, like 2 different kind of editions. I really like these green ones. They come actually with, hang on, give me a second, with like these dust jackets. But I took them off because I prefer it much more like this than with this. These are fine, but yeah, I just prefer them like that, especially with the blue ones being like the same material. You can compare them, like they kind of go together. So yeah, I just thought I'll take these off. Yeah, I really like these editions as well. They're all different ones. They're not just doubles. They're different stories. We have like Journey to the Center of the Earth, 20,000 Miles Under the Sea, Robert the Conqueror, another version of 20,000 Miles, or Leagues you call it, right? Yeah. And go over here, we have some mass market classics. We have 1984, Brave New World, which I didn't really like, The Old Man and the Sea, and Across the River into the Trees from Ernest Hemingway. I really need to get to these. And we have Edgar Allan Poe, The Adventures of Arthur Gordon Jim. We have To Kill a Mockingbird, Happy Prince, Other Stories by Oscar Wilde, Sherlock Holmes, Thomas Hardy, Catcher in the Rye, Persuasion, Watership Down, which I really need to read again, it's been a while. And then we have these beautiful covers which I've shown in my book haul. Yeah, so that was the first one. We go over here and move the lights with me. Yeah, this is all high-tech, people. I have light that moves. By the way, that's my AC, and that's where I put my tripod with my phone every time I record. So, yeah. Even comes in handy in the winter. Then up here, it's probably nothing you're interested in. We have like a lot of Clarkson books, which I really enjoy, especially when I'm on the move. I almost always have like a paperback of him. They're just like these columns from a paper and his thoughts on things, not only cars but different things. Richard Hammond one too. It's like his story from the crash a couple of years ago. A car that goes with Clarkson. We have some biographies and other stuff, like the first Bill Gates book, The Road Ahead of Us, which is now I think 20 years old. But yeah, it's very empty, so I have room to fill that. Yeah, now I'm in white, aren't I? Yeah. Then we have, I'm gonna go like this, a lot of Wordsworth classics. These are like a bit older. George Eliot, Dracula, and Shakespeare, Hamlet. And then we have the newer ones, Jack London, Charles Dickens, Godverdomme, Kafka collection. We have Don Quixote, we have Count of Monte Cristo, War and Peace, and then the Penguin Classic, Crime and Punishment, House of the Dead, also by Dostoevsky, which is in Dover Thrift Edition. Yeah, I should have bought them all in the same editions. Then I have these weird and ugly ass covers of Pride and Prejudice. I don't know what's going on there, but I really hate these covers. Blackbird's edition. Yeah, that's not pretty. Same with this one, Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest. It's creepy, okay, but... And then the Collector, which I didn't like. I don't understand why it's so highly praised. It's just boring. So, I enjoyed the premise. It's like someone kidnapping a girl and then keeping her in the basement, and you're supposed to care about the one who kidnaps her, but I really didn't. I just thought he was a psychopath. Which he was, but the purpose, I think, was that you grow to care about the psychopath. So I'm gonna put these back. Look how cool, by the way. So like both. And they go in each other. And they have like this. It really goes with the fantasy shelf, I believe. Right? Then we have some philosophy. This is like the world, Sophie's World. It's like a fiction on the history of philosophy. These are like all introductions I got for free from college. Then we have Nietzsche, Thomas Hobbes, Aurelius, Plato, some haikus, Aristotle. How do you say it? Aristotle or Aristotle? We have the little penguin things, Origins of Species, Homo Deus, which is a sequel to Sapiens, which I really liked. I haven't read this one. Then down here, let me move the light again. We have a whole Star Wars shelf. I only have read that one, so I found all of these in like a thrift store. And I used to be a big Star Wars fan, it's a bit less now. I kind of grew out of it. It's like, these are like the movie books and then all the expanded universe books. It's my guitar. This is my gun case. No, I'm kidding. This is empty. I used to keep like more rare comics in there, like DC comics, but now they're just over here, so I can grab them easily. Then here we have a science fiction shelf. We have Michael Crichton books, Prey, State of Fear, Jurassic Park, the second one, Five Patients, Little Dinosaur. I got like, it fits with Jurassic Park, right? We have Robot Dreams, we have David Brin, Earth and Heaven's Reach. I heard good things about this one. It's supposed to be kind of realistic, like very well explained. We have Cowl by Neil Asher and The Departure also by Neil Asher. Blake Crouch, William Fortune, Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter, Andy Weir, and then some Mass Effect books, but I haven't read those. Didn't even play the games, I just found them. And then here we have another fancy shelf, but all in Dutch, so I don't know, they're not really on the priority. I don't know if these are like famous outside of Europe. It's like very big here. It's a series called The Dwarfs by Marcus Heitz. I think he's German. Then we have Chris Wooding, a trilogy too. The covers are pretty though. And we have, what's this? Flamel, right? Yeah, Nicholas Flamel. No, it's The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott, really? Michael Scott, no way. He wrote another book, Somehow I Manage. And then we have the first one in the whole series about like cavemen. And then we have a trilogy by Stephen Donaldson, who was a translator of The Lord of the Rings. And it's supposed to be highly praised, but I haven't read that. It sounds a lot like The Lord of the Rings actually. So we have Chunko, which is like an Asian-inspired fantasy story in the future. We have American Gods, we have Inheritance, I think it's the third or fourth one in the series. And then we have like book 10 in The Wheel of Time, which I just found. Here we have some SNES games, I showed them, my old SNES, an old NES. Yeah, the papers are like to protect those, some old N64. Yeah, you're not here for that. And then here we have My Pride. Hang on. So here we have Stephen King. I put the mass market in like publication order, but for some reason I couldn't. So these don't fit when they stand up. I know I can move them around, but if I put this one higher, then these fit, but then it's too small to fit mass market paperback, so that doesn't work out. I just put them like this. And yeah, it was a lot of work to do like 3 smaller ones for the mass market paperbacks and then the bigger ones for the bigger ones. Anyway, so I got like mass market, bigger ones, mass market, bigger ones, mass market. I'll go over them real quick. We have Carrie, Salem's Lot, The Shining. This is Rage, which he wrote as Richard Bachman in like a 4 novella collection, but they went out of print, so they're very hard to find. This one's in Dutch. I haven't actually read it. Hope to find it one day in English, but it's inspired someone to in a school shooting, I believe, which is obviously horrible. Yeah, so that's the history behind that one. We have the Night Shift. We have The Stand, of course. The TV show is coming. Okay. We have Dead Zone, Firestarter, Danse Macabre, Cujo, The Running Man, Four Seasons, Christine, Pet Cemetery, The Talisman, Eye of the Dragon, yeah, and so on. 4 Past Midnight, Needful Things. Yeah, you can see. I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'll be here all day. These crocodiles I got from my grandpa, and I really like them, especially on the shelf. And then here we have the more later ones, like Under the Dome, 11/22/63, Doctor Sleep, Sleeping Beauties, and then I put the Dark Tower series all together here instead of like together with the publication. I think this made more sense. It bothers me that they're not all the same cover though, but it's alright. And then Mr. Mercedes, I didn't like a very ugly cover. Okay, never mind. I'll go through the big ones real quick. We have Black House, a sequel to The Talisman, which he wrote with Peter Straub. We have The Institute, If It Bleeds, Bizarre Bad Dreams. These two are collections, and The Outsider. So these are all the hardcore. Oh, and Joyland, an illustrated edition. Which I don't really like the cover of Joyland, but I get it when you read the story. But the illustrations are nice. So this is from Hardcase, and they're also gonna publish his upcoming book that comes out in March later, I believe. The title is Later, so looking forward to that one. We have It in like the new cover, which is the one I read from. We have Full Dark on Stars, and then we have It in Dutch, but with the old school cover, which is why I don't get rid of it, because I really like this one. Black House again, but in like the first edition cover, which is why I keep it. And then Regulators and Desperation, and they like go together. In English they also go together, but it's a different cover. So I don't know if these are also in English. I really like it though, but I prefer the American or UK covers. So yeah, but I really like them, so I'm not gonna get rid of them. I don't know if you can notice, but yeah, they go like together. And then we have these two together are actually 4 Past Midnight. We have Stephen King Funko, and then Needful Things, Rose Matters, and From a Buick 8. And then down here we have 4 times Stephen King, which are the stories he wrote as Bachman, which I talked about a couple of minutes ago with Rage in it. And then 2 of the Dark Towers in like the old school cover, which I love. I really like this cover. And this is the second one. I also like this cover. I don't know, it's just very different from the rest, which is why I like it, I guess. And then Dreamcatcher, Doom, a key, but also in Dutch, which is a shame, because look at this. This is gorgeous, right? My English copy is, where is it? It's here. Like, come on. You can't compare those. Like this is so pretty. And that's why I don't really get rid of them. So yeah. And then 22/11/63 again, Under the Dome, but like a good cover. Misery, Joyland, Talisman again. My glasses, and Shawshank Redemption. And this one, I think it's in one of the English versions too, but I don't know if I like or hate the cover, but it's pretty unique, to say the least. So I thought I kept this one. It's a collection of stories. And then down here we have like a bit of everything. We have two Tom Clancy novels. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. You might have heard of James Dashner, The Eye of the Minds, which is same author of, yeah, Amazing. I haven't read that one. Lee Child, First Jack Reacher, Hugh Laurie. All We Ever Want Was Everything. I don't know that. I haven't read it, but the title spoke to me, so about it. Room, The Abominable, and Winter Haunting by Dan Simmons. Lost Souls, The Jester and Lifeguard by James Patterson and Andrew Gross. The Firm by John Grisham. Day of the Dolphin, which looks weird and looks very cheap, but might be good. And then last but not least, oh no, it's not, yeah, it's a Lost book. The Circle by Dave Eggers. I haven't read that one, but I have high expectations of it. And then down here we have like my TV shows. I'll go through them quickly. We have House, we have Prison Break, The Lost Ship, which I really recommend. It's about the pandemic. The OC, Suits, we have Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. A box of Avatar and Firefly. Then down here we have 24. We have Lost, we have Touch, which I also really recommend. Sam, also with Kiefer Sutherland. I really recommend that one. And then we have season 3 of Buffy, which isn't mine. I'm borrowing this from a friend. But I kind of stopped watching it. So. And then here we have my movies with Zuko and Aang and the Avatar series. I'm not gonna go through them. I'll just show you real quick. And then here is more. So yeah, I think that was everything. I hope you enjoyed. It took me a long time to get to do this. I'm not entirely happy with it, so I might change it around a bit. But yeah, so now you know what books I have. If you've watched until here, you've seen there's a lot of room on the shelves now because I got rid of a lot. So leave a comment with like 5 or 10 books you really recommend, so I can fill up my shelf, because empty shelves don't look that pretty. So yeah, leave me some recommendations down below, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.